Hi, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So, happy Sunday to all of you. I know you may not be watching this video on a Sunday, but for those of you who are catching this video today, well, happy Sunday, Super Sunday. So today I want to get in touch with nature a little bit more before we go out and do some grounding. Take a little walk, listen to the song of nature, birds singing, winds blowing. Let's find out what the wisdom of the trees has for us today. So we're going to start out with the oracle from the wisdom of the trees. What is the message you have for the collective today? What most do we need to focus on? What is the energy that is present? Thank you for the clarity, the insight, and the guidance. Yes. Okay, so we have the willow coming forth and the juniper tree. Can you see that? I just heard weeping willow. So weeping willow puts me in the energy. When we think of weeping, we think of crying. Someone crying? Not necessarily, but that's just the first intuitive hit that I got from that card. I heard weeping willow. So knowing about the juniper is all about the spiritual realms. It has a deeper connection to the spiritual realms. And it's insinuating at this time, if you see this juniper tree, there, hope you can see that. Let me see. There you go. The juniper is about psychic work. And many of you may be feeling drawn to your psychic abilities and wanting to act in the best of intentions for everyone concerned when it comes to your psychic abilities and your psychic gifts. And this is to ensure that you are also psychically protected. If you see the berries of the juniper, they actually have a very bitter flavor. So it's like, I just heard, some see your pretty exterior, but don't know the potency of your poison. Take that as it resonates. I'm not sure where that's going, but yeah. So anyway, there's a very bitter flavor, but this juniper is a very essential oil when it comes to making gin, the alcoholic beverage. So yeah, it's something about their powerful healing abilities, because even though it's an essential ingredient for gin, they have a very powerful healing quality as well, especially when it comes to the kidneys and urinary problems. So if some of you are possibly having kidney issues and or urinary tracts issues, then the juniper would be a good herb to utilize, a good tincture to infuse gin with, or vodka, or whatever it is you create your tinctures with. But this juniper message, again, is really about the spiritual realms and the connections with the spiritual world. And the juniper offers protection when you're having contact with the spiritual realms. It's like a benevolent mediator as you're psychically connecting. And whenever you feel that there is a need for protection and or guidance, juniper is an excellent herb to utilize in that practice. So it has many benefits. It can The berries are not very like sweet. They look like in this picture it kind of looks like blueberries, but they're not like a sweet edible berry like the blueberry, but it has very medicinal aspects. So I'm getting that energy for most of you, like what? I did a reading on that a while back, and it said something like the poison and the cure, or the poison is within the cure. So it's like whenever, oh, okay. Okay, so like whenever it came to indigenous cultures, if there was ever a plant that was found to be poisonous, they would find a way to then utilize that plant. Like, not because it was poison, but so it couldn't be an edible plant, but it didn't mean that it didn't have other medicinal uses. So for some of you, that's like you. Some didn't see the benefit of you because you were not like them. You had your own unique style, your own unique qualities, and they didn't know what to do with you. But unlike the indigenous people, they couldn't think outside of the box and find a way to utilize your qualities and your skills. The same way the juniper tree is being used to make alcohol. It can make tinctures that are very healing for the kidneys and the urinary tract. But as a edible berry, that's not its forte. So I'm getting for some of you, you weren't many people's forte, but that didn't mean that the divine didn't have a plan for you. Oh, baby, it so did. And so many qualities that are available. So take that as it resonates, okay? And then so many, so many. The angels and ancestors. Oh, no, that's not the angel and ancestor deck. Oh, what you do? So some cards were mixed up with another. Oh, okay. You picked up one from the other deck. How'd you get in there? I'm sorry, this is this deck. The Angels and Ancestors. This is from another one. And you have another one in there too. Where'd that come from? Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. So, like the juniper, many of you are finding yourself you're coming into this essence of self-mastery. Just because others couldn't see the benefit of you and how to utilize your authentic qualities, your what is that? Effervescence? I don't know. Just because they couldn't use your qualities doesn't mean that you don't have your own unique, divine qualities, is what I'm getting there. And you're coming into self-mastery at this time. So it's like whether someone else saw your qualities, you have your own connection with the divine, and you're creating your own pathway. You're walking the path that is divinely laid for you, even if it looks like a maze to some others. Do you see how this path kind of looks like one of those mazes, crossword puzzle mazes? That path, that maze was especially laid out for you. And it's like many of you are now coming into your self-mastery. You're using your qualities and you're not afraid of it. You're finding harmony with it. And that's what the willow speaks about. It speaks of the harmony. Harmony with yourself, harmony within nature. I want to pull that together. Harmony with the music of life I just heard. Because you see right here, this is like a little harp right here, a string harp. I'm not sure if it's a harp. I'm not even sure of that instrument, honestly. But it does have strings like the harps that we play today. So it's like the wind is making music and you guys get the messages. You're in harmony with the wind. Interesting. Okay. Take that as it resonates. But the willow is about harmony. And they're renowned for their ability to root easily, the willow tree. So it's like you can put the willow in a creek and it will still grow roots. And that's because it has this energy of like being in harmony in whatever environment that it's in. So that's what I'm getting for many of you. It doesn't matter the environment you're in. It can be a very hostile environment, and you still find a way to put roots there. And when you're putting roots, you're not coming to like dominate the environment. You're actually coming to work in harmony with the environment, is what I'm getting. So by showing respect for all forms of life and the environments that are around you, this helps you to build, for many of you, deep and lasting relationships with everyone and everything around you. You guys are like the willow. You tend to spread harmony and inner over and understanding wherever you thrive. If for those of you who are resonating with this message, and you treat others in the way that you would like to be treated. That's what the willow is saying here. So even when there's others that are weeping, that's where I heard that weeping. You tend to be able to implement harmony even into their environment. By moving with the wind, the willow is one of those trees that move very easily with the wind. So it kind of makes its own music. That's where I'm getting that harp from. And this is a part of your self-mastery. The willow is also associated with the feminine aspects. So I'm getting like divine feminine energy. It's associated with the moon phases also. The moon and feminine energy. There's a few goddesses that are connected with the willow. Some Sumerian goddesses and some Greek. And that harp is made from the willow wood. Okay. And the willow is one of those herbs from nature that can assist you when you have a fever. It treats fever when you make a tea or a tincture from the willow. So even though others couldn't see a way to even though some others may have seen you as poison or not able to easily fit into their social group, their organization, their family, it's like you're cool with that. You still connect with nature, the Most High, your angels and spirit guides as they're showing up here, and you create harmony in your own way. And that's a part of you coming into the mastery of self. Like you don't need anyone else's approval. If they couldn't see the gold or the essence that you were, you took your inspiration elsewhere and made harmony there, is what I'm getting for most of you. So as you're taking your harmony and moving elsewhere, it's bringing in this abundance for you, and it's like your soul is glowing. Your angels, your ancestors, your spirit team, they can see your soul glowing. You have this very radiant, luminous essence about you. Luminous, I heard. Luminosity. Do you see how the heart chakra here with this being is glowing? And then here, all around the wings of her in the back, it's glowing. And this card is 8. That's that abundance. That's your self-mastery that's coming through. It's like, even though others saw you as poison, you're like, and they, what? Whoa. I be hearing some weird stuff, bruh. Even though others saw you as poison, I heard, and they wanted to burn you at the stake. Whoa, whatever that is. You're like the phoenix that rose from the ashes. And it allows your soul to be radiant. So where they thought they were going to burn you alive, you just tapped into your feminine wisdom, into your passions, and used the inspiration that was coming forth from those ashes and created something new. And now you're coming into this essence, this energy of self-mastery. And it's almost like your angels and your ancestors are saying, kudos, baby, you rose, you're rising. Now you rise, is what I just heard. As you're rising, though, this isn't in the energy of being arrogant. No. You're tapped into ascendant masters. You're tapped into Shaolin masters. For some of you, it doesn't have to be that you're even of Asiatic descent, but some of you are. And for those of you who are, it's like these angels, these ancestors, these ascendant masters are coming through, and even they're giving you the kudos, because how I'm seeing it is that even though others saw you as poison and or wanted to burn you at the ashes, they see that you rose like a phoenix. And you're moving graceful in your movement and in your actions. Even in your actions to others, you're moving in harmony with the environment. Spiritual environments, on the ethers, it's not like you're coming in like, oh, I got the power. No, you know that you're not, what I heard someone say, the almighty Zoltar. No, you know that the divine is there, and you're co-creating with your spirit team, with your angels, with the ancestors. You're finding a way to make harmony, to bring forth peace. So there's the higher elevation, and it starts with self-mastery. Whoa, hold on. It says we're about to run out of space. You are not about to stop on me right now. Okay, sorry about that. But that's no coincidence. Oh, light. That's just like some of you. You're in the middle of your inspiration and things are moving along well. And then there's something that's taking up space. Something that you can't utilize. So then you need to delete it and put it in the trash so that you can free up more space. No coincidences that happened, but take it as it resonates, right? So for whatever reason, the sun just went behind the clouds. So it might be a little darker in here, but many of you, you're stepping into your purpose. You're tapping into self-mastery, your slow down, enjoy the reading. Okay? Let's enjoy and have fun and all joy in all we do. Okay. So I was saying, many of you, you're tapping into your self-mastery. And as you're tapping into your self-mastery, you know now. If you had any doubts before about what your purpose is, you don't anymore. That's what I'm getting. For those of you that this reading is resonating with, you now know, feel, are determined and dedicated to consciously co-create with the universe. You're consciously creating your purpose, and you're doing it with mastery. And for many of you, your purpose is about self-mastery. As you master yourself and you're able to share that wisdom with others, it allows for them to also, it inspires them to be able to walk the same path. As you're walking your path, many of you are now trusting in higher forces. When the wisdom comes through, you don't question it. You know that it's divinely inspired and you're now following the voice of your soul. As you're following this voice of your soul, you're seeing things from a higher perspective. Many of you are now also not afraid to connect with, you're connecting with your ancestors. I'm looking at the pyramids here in a deeper way. You're also connecting with your star family here. What are those 3 stars that line up directly with the, where is my phone? What are the 3 stars that line up with the pyramids that show you exactly, because can you see that 1, 2, 3 here with the 1, 2, 3 pyramids? I just got something about that. Something about the Big Dipper too. Okay. Either way, you're connecting with your star family. It's like they can see your soul radiating, even from Earth. You're connecting with them. Where are we going with this message? I'm enjoying it though, so let's keep it coming. Keep it coming. As you guys are seeing it from a higher perspective, I also get that those that are of a higher, and when I'm hearing higher, it's like out in the stars in the galaxies, are also seeing you. So those from a higher perspective are seeing you. Take the energy as it resonates. But it's like you guys are we're releasing the old, and now easily, like effortlessly moving into your purpose, moving into your self-mastery, moving into abundance. We got card number 35 here. That's that 8 again. 53 and 35 is significant for some of you, but it's significant in this aspect because it is about the way that you connect with the divine. The live wire here is like you're electric, baby. What? I just heard the song. It's electric. What is that? The electric slide? It's electric. I don't have my phone here. We just going with it today, but it's electric. You're electric. The way you're connecting with the divine, the way you're trusting in higher forces, the way you're connecting to your purpose, it's like you are electric at this time. The way you're releasing the old and resting. Now, we got to touch on something because it's here. As you're being electric and you're connecting with your angels, your spirit guides, your star family, your cosmic family, as you're being an inspiration to self and others, well, there's some that aren't exactly thrilled about that for whatever reason. And that's not your issue. That's not your problem. That's on them. But I do have to make you aware of this because we have the arrow here, and we know that whenever there's an arrow, you think bow and arrow, right? And what is a bow and arrow used for? But to hunt and or protect. So it's like for some of you, because your light is shining, there's some that want to hunt you down. I just heard. What? And for others of you, or the same of you, it's basically telling you to put up, like, don't get lax with your protective energy, because there's something around you where you're wanting to, where you, wow, I don't even want me to say it. What is that? Your angel and your spirit guides are saying surround yourself with protective energy. So yes, put your bows and your arrows and sharpen them up. I just heard obsidian. Obsidian blades? What is that? Something about obsidian. I know obsidian is one of those protective stones, protective crystals. So some of you may want to invest in obsidian crystal, cleanse your obsidian crystal, I just heard, and wear it if you haven't been wearing it. Because many of you are having this time of transformation, and as you're transforming, some people, when transformation happens, sometimes, okay, not even sometimes, when transformation happens, you're not the same. You're just not. Things are changing around you, but for many of you, I'm getting things are changing within you. So as within, so without. As the transformation is happening within you, it's then causing this change in your environment. And with this change in your environment, that means there are going to be some that you're not going to be connected with. Your transformation is happening. So that's just like when a moth goes in, a moth. Whoa, I was getting ready to say a butterfly, but some of you may have those around you that are like moths, and they're coming to your flame, and they're going to be transformed, zapped out of your environment, because you're the light. If they're the moth and they're coming towards you and you're the light, you know what happens to a moth when it hits one of those little zapper, I'm seeing one of those little like bug zappers that when the bug flies to it and it goes zzz, zzz, zzz. This is what your transformation is going to bring forth. It's like those that see your light and think they're going to attack you. I wouldn't recommend it. You're going to be zapped like a moth, or whatever little bugs get zapped by those little bug lights. See, that's the thing about your energy is what I'm getting. Yeah, you can see the light. They can see the light. It's there for all to see. That's what a light does. You don't put a light under a bed. You don't put it under a sofa. And it always transforms the dark. When you light up a dark room, you can see everything. But because you're the light, everything can see you as well. So as they're seeing your light, some may not like your light. And so they may come to put out your light, not realizing that it might just be their light or a lack of light that gets put out. Take it as it resonates. Even as you're coming into this transformation, you're gaining more knowledge. Here again, we have another 8. Transformation. So we have you being electric, your electric transformation, 35. Transformation is 8. Soul radiance. Your soul is radiant like a live wire, and it's creating transformation. 8, 8, 8. That abundance energy. This year of 2024 is also a 8. So I'm getting, for many of you, this is that year of abundance for you. Have no lack mentality. Have no lack in wisdom. So don't doubt yourself. And trust in divine higher forces. Connect with your angels and your spirit guides. It's like they're more tapped in and tuned into you, and they're just waiting to impart knowledge into you. Where'd it go? As you're having this transformation to impart knowledge into you. You see this air spirit here? The air is all about the mental. So they don't want you to doubt in your mind with your thoughts about this abundance that's coming forth. And abundance comes in many ways. Abundance is not about just material wealth, but they're saying don't doubt that even material wealth is coming forth. You have to stay in alignment with your thoughts. But abundance comes in many shapes and many forms. So I'm hearing there's an abundance in partnerships, abundance of new beginnings, things you thought were out for the count. With this 1 being here, it's like it's a fresh start. You have a fresh start, like a clean slate, brand spanking new. And so like, what? Okay, so I was just shown an image of a car, right? Now, I don't know about many of you, but for some of you, this is for some of you, probably most of my masculines, right? Whenever they get a new car, or some of the masculines I know, and I have 5 brothers. Okay, so yeah, whenever they get like a new car, you'll see men. I know men that take better care of their car. So some of you may be getting a new car. I'm not sure, but the image that I was shown was that it's like you got a brand new car and it's like you can't wait till the weekend to go wash it up. I saw someone shining the tires of the car like brand spanking new. And that's what this transformation, this 888 abundance, this year of 8, it's like you're brand spanking new. So shine yourself up, baby. Like, make yourself feel good. Do the self-care that's necessary for yourself, whatever, in whatever way and shape that is for you. Your self-care could be as simple as you going out to take a walk and breathing in some good air, you know. It could be you being in a luxury bath, you put some nice bubbles in there. Whatever that is that makes you feel brand spanking new, makes you feel so fresh and so clean, clean in spirit, clean in thoughts, clean in heart. I don't know. Do that. To bring in more abundance for this year is what I'm hearing right now. For some of you, this is going to be new beginnings and brand spanking new with partnerships. Like the abundance I was speaking of, it's not just about material. It's also with your connections. Like you won't have to have, what? You're going to have other eagles flying with you, I just heard. Even though eagles fly alone, at some point in time, they grow together until you're ready to fly off on your own path. What is that? Interesting. Eagles. But yeah, so for those of you who thought that things had ended, remember, death is just an illusion. Death is another transformation. You're transforming in whatever way and shape and form. It's still another transformation. It's a transformation when we physically exit this plane. You transform into the spiritual realm. It's also a transformation when you, like if there was a death of a job, meaning a job ended, you got terminated, then that allows you to either go into a, take it as it resonates, this may not be for everyone, that then allows you to either go into a better paying job or tap into your entrepreneurial spirits. You know, it's a transformation. It's just a transition. So death is not something to fear. And some of you may have had someone, some of you recently for sure had someone cross over. If you're coming across this message and you had someone that crossed over, has transitioned, they're wanting you to know that death is an illusion and that you can still connect with them. They want your heart to be at ease and know that it is well. I keep hearing it is well. That's also a song. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well. It is well with my soul. That's for someone. They're wanting you to know, if you're worried, it is well. Take care of yourself. Do what you need to do to rise like the phoenix, to be the eagle in your light and see things from a higher perspective. Did you notice how the light just got really bright? They're saying it is well. They are well. So worry not, fret not. They want you to move with the ebbs and flows like the ocean, because just as life goes out, life comes in, and they don't want you to allow your life to end because of their transformation, because of the transition that has occurred. Move with the ebbs and the flows of life. That may not have been easy for some of you to hear, but it's coming from a place of love. They wanted you to receive that message so that you're able to release and still be inspired by the life that you have, knowing that all things transition, all things transform, and that death is an illusion, and you can still connect with them, and you will connect with them when it's time in the spiritual realm. Okay? They want you to know that they've just become a new creation, and you're to keep innovating within this life. Innovate, move with the ebbs and the flows. Don't get weighed down. Okay. For some of you, because of that transition, you may feel like you're walking alone. Do you see how this man in this picture is leaving the footsteps and he's walking out into the night? And it looks like he's alone. But they're saying to you, you're not alone. Continue to follow the voice of your soul. And you see how the stars are here? The stars are here, and your ancestors, your star ancestors, are always there. They're always with you. They're always watching. And it's not just them. When you feel alone or you feel down, you can connect with your angels and your spirit guides. That you're never walking alone, okay? I just had to take that moment for that person, whoever this resonates for, okay? You're not alone. They want you to stay inspired, be the live wire of your life, and to find harmony. Because death, as we've been saying, is just another way to transform. They're in the upper world now, meaning the spiritual realm. That's what this says, upper world. And I'm hearing from many of you that it's beneficial for you that they're in the spiritual realm at this time. You may not fully understand it now, but when the moment presents itself, you'll know when, you'll know why, and you'll also know how to move forward. Don't get caught up on the why and the how now. Just know that death is an illusion, that we all transform from one state to another. And hopefully this doesn't sound crass, but we all know that that is one of the only things that's guaranteed here is death. We come into this realm only to leave it. May that comfort someone's heart. They're there now as a part of your spiritual team. And for some of you who are worried, I don't know, I'm getting something about the light here and the light here. Some of you wanted to know, I'm not ready for that. Just know that any questions you have, you can ask. But if you were questioning something about the light, they do have divine light around them, divine illumination. Okay. I'm going to come out of that for a second now and just tap into what chakras for you at this time might need to be balanced. This is a part of your self-mastery for all of those that are resonating with this message. It's about your self-mastery. And that you're being encouraged to know that you're not alone. You're never alone. You do have soul team, spirit guides. Yeah. The two cards we have here. Are mysticism and creation. So mysticism talks about the third eye. And it's speaking to you to say that when it's time for you to know, you'll know. Like many of you are questioning why certain things happened, why certain people aren't here. And the divine is saying, you're still connected to the higher realms. You're still connected to them. This gray represents the neutrality of divine enlightenment. Some people see it as gold. Some people see it as neutral. The neutral right now is for you to not, to find balance in everything that's happening for you right now. Because whatever energy you're focusing on, if you're focusing on feeling down, with your powerful creation energy right now, you're going to call in more things to feel down about. If you can stay neutral, which is not always easy, and even if you feel down or even excited, whatever it is I'm being guided to impart to you is that your energy is very powerful for those who are resonating with this message. And they want you to focus on creating and being in your creation energy to create things that inspire you, to do things that inspire you, so that you know that you're able to go through this transformation, that everything that's happening is a part of your purpose, that it's okay. Everything that's happening is a part of the whole picture. It's a part of the ebbs and flows of life. And that even if you feel like you're walking alone, trust that you're never alone. You may feel like you're down in the dirt, but even the lotus flower blooms from the dirt, and from the ashes where it feels like everything is burning down around you, you'll be able to rise like a phoenix from the ashes. They're saying not to feel your emotions, Like, you don't have to deny them, but don't feel your emotions. Allow it to flow. Then find balance to come back to that neutral state. And if you feel at any point that you're alone, you can always connect to your angels, to your spirit guides, that you're not alone. You're never alone. We all go through these transitions, I keep hearing, transformations. Be graceful with yourself. Be graceful and peaceful in your words to yourself. And find a way to release the old feelings, so that you can now have space for this new energy. There is this energy of newness that's around you. That will give you the knowledge when you're ready to receive it. Okay, we're going to end this message there. No? Okay. Okay. The newness. Some of you have something new you're creating. You're being encouraged to focus on that. Let that inspire you to lift your vibration, to lift your frequency. What you're creating, some of you are, it's a passion project. It's love. Some of you are being encouraged to focus on love. Focus on love. Focus on connecting with those that are compatible to you in this new energy. And balancing out your yin and yang, your masculine and your feminine energy. For some of you, you're also going to need to create boundaries. Remember, we spoke about that, surrounding yourself with protective energy. A part of surrounding yourself with protective energy is knowing your boundaries. Setting your boundaries with the things that you're creating. Something about the things you're creating. Because nothing has gone wrong. You may feel like with this transformation, or for those that have even transformed, that everything's gone wrong. Some of you, this was someone you're connected to, like in business, and you don't want to continue the project because they're not there. You feel like it's all wrong to continue without them, but they're saying, be inspired by the work that you've done and continue it. Nothing has gone wrong. So they're asking for some of you, out of love, to continue this project. What you're doing is going to create balance for others. It's also something that will create balance within you because you saw the project through to the end. Even though they're gone or the partnership is gone, it doesn't have to be someone that physically crossed over for some of you. It's just a partnership. It could be in business for some of you. For others of you, it is a relationship. But now that it's ended, you feel like it's not right to go on with the project. And I'm being encouraged to tell you, finish. Finish what you started. Finish what you started. You'll find those that are compatible with you when the time is right to assist you with completing the project. You already have everything you need with self-mastery here, and when you feel alone, whatever this project is, you can always connect with your angels and your ancestors. You also have star family, so just let your request be made known. And in any way that you move with these ebbs and flows, do it out of love and not fear. Because if you don't complete this project, it's like you're selling yourself out and you're staying focused in a victim consciousness. And it's just taking time now for you to get grounded. Ground this energy in whatever way works for you. For some, going out into nature, taking a walk could assist you. Whenever you feel bogged down by the process or overwhelmed in your emotions, go out, take a walk, take a bath, whatever it is that allows you to, we spoke about that early, feel brand spanking new, to pull in new energy. Ground your energy so that you're able to move more easily and effortlessly with the ebbs and flows. Wait, we got this deck already. Why did you pick that up? I meant to pick this up. I keep hearing you may not know why now, but keep going. It'll all be revealed to you. Yeah, anything from the past that you're holding on to, don't let it stop you. Don't let it stop you. I'm hearing keep going. Be inspired to finish your projects. Rise like the phoenix from the ashes. Choose love over fear. Choose love over fear. Get grounded in your emotions and be okay with setting boundaries. Oh, that took a different turn. Okay, and after this, we'll close this down, okay? Yeah, some of you feel left out in the cold. But you're getting what you want. Things are being balanced out. You'll find the stability you need. And even if it's only small steps that you're taking, take the steps, even if you're not sure how to move forward. Some of you feel like everything has gone wrong. And so you're not wanting to really look at the project, look at the partnership. But if you don't take this blindfold off and take the little that you have and move forward towards the stability that you need, then you're selling yourself out. You feel like things have gone wrong, but nothing has gone wrong. You're simply moving into the ebbs and flows, balancing out your masculine and your feminine, moving more towards self-mastery so that you can get what you want. And there's no need to feel left out in the cold because, baby, you got angels, you got spirit guides, you have a star family, and they're there with you. You have a star family. Just trust in higher forces. Yeah, trust in higher forces. You can heal whatever is going on. It may not seem like it in this present moment. But be strong. I don't have the strength card out here. Tap into that inner strength. And when there's a need to know, ask. Don't sell yourself short. Whatever ended, death is an illusion, and it's time for you to rise like the phoenix from the ashes. The only major arcana card out here is the Justice card. Things will be balanced out for you. But you got to take even the baby steps, Page of Pentacles, towards what it is that you desire. Don't let the fear of not knowing or the fear of those that wish to come and have you in this energy of feeling like you need protective energy. Okay, protect yourself. How do you protect yourself? Setting healthy boundaries. No means no. Setting a boundary even with yourself, to where if there's any limiting beliefs that you're having that you can't do this, that you don't move in that lack mindset. This is that year of releasing the lack mindset. It's an 8 year. Step into your abundance. What do you want? You got 9 cups here. Are you going to move towards the 10th? Yin and yang. That 10th cup is about love. And do you see this is card number 20? That's that 2 for partnerships. Some of you felt left out in the cold when it came to partnerships, and you were keeping a victim consciousness. But it's time to tap back into that sensuality, that feminine wisdom, masculine or feminine, man or woman. This feminine wisdom is about you attracting. The easiest way to attract what you want to yourself is to tap into your self-mastery, your self-care. What makes you feel brand spanking new? Is it working out in the gym? Do that. To release some energy? Is it washing your car? Do that. Is it getting your nails done? Do that. On a self-care, and I know those are all, seems like small things, but it's also that energy of when you look good, you feel good. When you're implementing self-care, you're taking care of your needs, you vibrate that energy out of someone who takes care of their needs, so you call in others that are also. And this isn't about a selfish type of energy, no. This is about care. This is about compassion. Showing care and compassion to yourself so you attract in those that will also exhibit care and compassion towards you. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this reading up here. I want to thank you for joining me. For those of you who resonated with this reading, leave us a comment to let us know what are your tools, your strategies for coming out of low vibrational frequencies, or how you manage when there's death, whatever kind of death. An actual physical death of someone transitioning, a death of a relationship, a death of a partnership where you thought something was going to go one way and then for whatever reason it ended. And please know that whenever something ends, it's okay, because something new is going to begin. We may not be able to see it in that present moment, but if you're trusting in the divine, you're trusting in higher forces, connecting with your angels and your spirit team, they'll help you to get through it and connect on the other side. Okay? So that you can create new space to innovate newness, new things, brand spanking new. All right. Remember, as I always say, thank you for joining me, Tonae Star, here with Tonae Star Enterprises. Always shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you're still amongst the stars. And always let your light shine bright. Do what? Let your light shine bright. Always let your light shine bright. Do what? Let your light shine bright. Thank you for joining me.